Good afternoon and welcome to Barry's Baseball. Montana Getty Helash back in the broadcast booth with Jackson Emery. Jackson, say hello.
Good to be back here, Montana.
Oh my God, it's so great to be back here. We were here yesterday until about 10:30 at night, and it resulted in a Barry's loss, but we're back for the Barry's on country night tonight. So your matchup today, the Saskatoon Barry's playing against the Regina Red Sox once again. Game 6 of the matchup between these two teams. Barry's ahead in the matchup of 5 games so far. They have 3 of 2. Both of these teams lost in their games last night. The Barry's are currently on a 2-game losing streak, but they're 10-6 so far this season, sitting just behind Moose Jaw in the East Division. They lost last night, like I said, 10-7 against the Weyburn Beavers. They had a really strong first inning. They recorded 5 of their 7 runs in the first, but the bats got just as cold as the weather did as the night went on. Red Sox are sitting at 6-9 this season, 4th in the WCBL East. Regina is also on a 1-game losing streak. They lost against Moose Jaw Mill Express 5-4 last night, but it was another one of those games that had a big first inning with 6 total runs scored between the two teams. So it's another one of those things where you never really know what's going to happen once you get into the game, but we know for sure with this matchup, anything can happen and it can get very exciting. Regina knocked Saskatoon out of the playoffs last year and headed to the championship series themselves, even though the Barry's dominated the regular season with 46 wins, but Regina is the team that ended that dream. So every game feels huge between these two. On the mound tonight, your starting pitcher for the Barry's, Owen Stemple, number 21, right-handed pitcher, 6'3", from Archbishop Hannon School in Moreau, Louisiana. That first pitch is fouled back, recording a strike for Justin Smart. Justin Smart so far has a .403 batting average this season, 58 at-bats. And he hits a liner to right field. That is caught in an incredible diving attempt by Eric Aguirre to start off the game. You can hear the fans already so excited to get the game started with a big out by Aguirre. Incredible diving catch, Jackson.
Well, just picking up where they left off in the first inning yesterday. A little bit of defensive trouble since the pitching change after the first inning yesterday. So it's good to see the defense getting off on the right foot.
Absolutely. That's something that really needs to happen in this matchup because we see a lot of really aggressive plays between these two teams and the battle to make sure that they're running up the pitchers. So if you're able to make catches like that, it just gets you an advantage right off the hop. Stemple delivers a strike. The count is 1-1. 1 out already. That's a really hard catch to make on Aguirre's part. Diving forward is incredibly difficult and risky because you never know. If that ball passes you, all bets are off. You either hope you have cover or a will to get up and run. Hits that one up the middle. Making his way to first base. And Nash Nichols will send it back in to the pitcher, Owen Stemple. So Jalen Myers makes his way to first base. He's playing right field tonight, number 9 for the Regina Red Sox. Will Toger now up to bat. Brady Bye on deck. Will Toger, batting average .328 right now. 19 hits this season, 11 RBIs, and 3 walks. First strike is recorded. So you can already see, I was saying, there's a lot of aggressive base running with these two teams. Jalen Myers is already taking that lead off, expecting to make his way to second and try and take that force off Jackson. He's got a little hops over there. Owen Stemple. And that one's fouled back. Owen Stemple so far, 9 innings pitched coming into this game. 8 hits off of him, 7 runs. 7 walks, 8 strikeouts. His ERA is sitting at an even 5 coming into this game. Checks 1. Not that much of an attempt, but an attempt at the least. Owen Stemple settles in with the pitch. Swung on and missed. And that will send Will Toger back to the bench. That was the first strikeout tonight for Owen Stemple. 2 outs. Brady Bye at the plate. He's sitting at third so far in the lineup for his team for the most hits with 18 so far this season. Batting average .290. Sees a ball. See, once again, I say this every game, but we're a little off kilter. We're facing towards first baseline, but that one looked closer to me than I expected.
We get a good indication judging by the reaction of the fans sitting behind home plate.
Yeah, I do trust them, but sometimes I go, guys, what are we doing? Guys, gals, what are we doing? That one, I will admit, just a bit outside. Brady Bye in the Berries and Red Sox first matchup this season went 3 for 6 with a run, a home run, and 3 RBIs. And he's now sitting at 3-0. And he has 5 walks so far this season, so it's not anything crazy to assume that he may take a walk, if that so happens to be the case. No, not for him. 3-1. Owen Stemple delivering that one right down the pipe, giving him something to swing at. Jackson, it's country night. I got my boots on. I think I gotta say y'all a couple times. That one's foul back. Oh, I just went straight back to regular talk in the middle of my sentence. Full count. It's full count, y'all. Jackson, we discussed this. If you're gonna laugh, you gotta laugh into the mic so people know that you think I'm funny. Brady Bye, full count. The runner goes. Jalen Myers. No need to run because Brady Bye gets the cha-ching. He's rung up, and that will end the top of the first. He doesn't like it. He's having a chat with the ump, but he says, I don't care. That's it. That's all. Top of the first is done. At the bottom of the first, up to bat first will be Brock Laird. On deck, Ethan Murdoch. And in the hole, Gavin Panks will be right back. You're watching Berries Baseball and Flow Sports.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Welcome back to Barry's Baseball. Montana Getty Helash doing play-by-play tonight beside Jackson Emery doing color. It's country night. Can you give me your best yeehaw? He's I don't know about that.
Be pretty. It would be really loud, just like the one that the Berries put on their social media. Did you see that?
Brock Laird up to bat right now and delivering the pitch. He hits that ball in a liner to left field. It is caught. I thought that was going to sneak by, but it did not. Ring Kreklowitz was able to make that catch. He looked like he was a little uneven.
I was going to say off balance.
That's what I'm looking for.
Didn't realize how hot that was coming towards him.
It was steaming. That was a very well hit ball. I thought it might have made it over, but it dropped a little bit at the end there. But that was a great contact. Well, clean hit ball by Brock Laird. Can't be mad about that one. Ethan Murdoch now playing left field tonight. And there's one out in the bottom of the first and 2 balls. I got too excited. I forgot to put it on the board. And the pitch is a little inside. Murdoch even shakes that one off a little bit. But nothing quite like 3-0. So coming into this, I was wondering if Regina's lineup could pressure Saskatoon's pitching staff. And it looks like that might not have been the case in the top of the first, but you never really know. And now Saskatoon's going to capitalize on getting a walk. And hopefully Ethan Murdoch making his way to 1 will allow Gavin Panks to capitalize even further. These teams know each other very well. It's a very even matchup. Fun games to watch, especially on a Friday night in Saskatoon. Oh, Jackson.
Country night too?
Country night. What a beautiful vibe. We love to see it. I know you will never hear Les say what a beautiful vibe on feed.
Well, he might.
You know what? Maybe he will now.
I wouldn't rule it out.
I'll tell him, I'll write a note for him to say, you have to say it's a beautiful vibe on a Friday night in Saskatoon. Oh, boy. I would say Regina's game plan in this game is to look to make sure that they take away any of Saskatoon's momentum. Not allowing them those walks like we're seeing already so far. But here we are. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ethan Murdoch on first. And Gavin Panks at the plate. I don't know. That one also looked close to me. Maybe I need stronger contacts, because I really feel like I agree very little. There's the pitch. He lines that one. He almost hits Ethan Murdoch on the run to second. Murdoch is going. He says, I want third base, and there he makes it. Sliding in, getting a little dirty. Nothing quite like it. Gavin Panks absolutely does capitalize on that. He nailed that ball. Absolutely drilled it in between second and first. With Giles Salinas coming up to bat. You got to know that the Berries' first thought coming into this game was to put some pressure on the pitching staff.
Well, you saw that against Weyburn last night, that explosive first inning, and then after that, it started to dry up for the most part.
It did. Like I said, when the game started, the bats last night went just as cold as the weather. That was going straight into the dugout. Oh, right into the stands. Hopefully that didn't hit anybody. But it just looked like a little bounce, little skip, a little hop, you know? Should be okay. Either way, foul ball for Salinas. We have 1 out. Brock Laird. Sharp liner to left was caught. But Panks really cranked that ball. I could see that earlier when they were warming up, that lots of them were making really good contact with the ball. Clean ball to bat, and That one just bobbled off, but Panks is going to stay at 1. That's a ball, clearly, in the dirt. Sometimes when I say stuff like that, I'm like, that's pretty obvious, but it's my job to say it, so I'm going to say it. In the first matchup this season, Salinas went 3 for 4 against the Red Sox with a double, an RBI, and a walk. And he's been very consistent against this team. Sees another ball. Jackson, I like seeing batters get up into the count. I like seeing full count. That means they're standing in there and not swinging at anything that they shouldn't be. And I think especially against Regina, they're probably hungry to hit that ball, excited to cash some runs and get a jump on the scoreboard, but it's just one of those things. Sometimes patience pays off. That one chops, foul. There's that full count we love to talk about. Salinas DH last night and went 2 for 4 as well and took a walk in the 5th inning. He's playing second base tonight. He cranks that one to left field. Is it going to get past? It is. That's down. We are seeing Ethan Murdoch come home. Gavin Panks makes his way to third, and Salinas gathers himself a double and gets the berries on the board, bringing Ethan Murdoch home. Incredible at bat for Salinas to get deep into the count and still be able to hit one to deep left field and get past Ring Kreklowitz. Fantastic job. Now up to bat, Nick Stinson playing first base tonight. Stinson has 61 at-bats, 13 runs, 21 hits so far this season, putting him in second most for this team, just behind Ethan Murdoch. Batting average .344. He swings and misses on that one. 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom, and your berries are on the board. Jackson, I would say this ballpark is packed tonight. The fences are completely lined.
Well, they said before the game it was standing room only tickets available, so it was expected to be a pretty decent crowd on hand.
Yeah, I think they were saying there was 2,000 tickets sold this morning already. So even for the rest of the day, people buy last minute tickets and stuff. I'm expecting we're probably sitting around that 2,400 tonight. It's nothing quite like it. It's 19 degrees. It's beautiful out. 2-2. Let's see, what's 19 degrees in Fahrenheit for our American friends? .2 degrees Fahrenheit for anyone on the feed that's American. Nick Stinson settles back in. Here's the pitch. No. Another one full count. Daniel Crabtree is pitching right now. He is their go-to starter. 4 game starts so far this season coming into this game. 1 loss. 17 innings pitched. His ERA is .476 with 10 strikeouts. And that's not going to be one of them. There's another walk. Bases loaded for your Saskatoon Berries. Nathan Houston comes up to bat. He is your DH tonight. Last night he was playing second base, but Houston and Salinas are just swapping spots. And I see we're making our way to the mound for the Red Sox. Nathan Houston, 326 average, 15 hits this season and 10 runs for himself. And now they're...
Oh.
What,
He's just been tossed out, Montana.
What just happened? I was looking at stats, Jackson. Did you see what happened?
Just the meeting on the mound and quick meeting on the mound with the pitcher, and something was said that home plate umpire didn't like, and he tossed him.
Oh, wow. That's a great way to start this game. A little spice. I'm assuming that's one of the assistant coaches. Pitching coach. He's saying generally the pitching coach gets thrown out. Yeah. Yeah. Ejection and a fine. Any assistant coach ejection is an automatic fine. So that's not a good start for the Red Sox. But, you know, I don't know what he said, but he had to say something that didn't go over well. My broadcast booth is telling me that he was probably saying that strike zone seems a little loosey-goosey. But, I mean, I might have been saying that at the beginning. It seemed a little off to me. Maybe it's a little off to them as well. But we're both off kilter. Oh, he grabbed his bag. He's got his backpack on. He's double strapped. And he's on his way out. He's not even allowed in the park anymore.
Well, he still has some choice words for the home plate umpire, and
yeah, he's not over it. He's leaving the entire ballpark. Collecting keys and fines on his way out. Yeah, yeah. He's going to go to the petting zoo and go see the goats. I mean, I would love to go to the petting zoo and see some goats. Oh, and hit by a pitch is Nathan Houston. And that is going to walk in a second run for the Saskatoon Berries, adding another layer of drama to the first inning in this game. Jackson, this is such a weird way for this game to start, but it's giving a little bit of a show to the fans.
Would we expect anything else from these two teams, though, Montana?
Honestly, no. And that's why I love to be here for this. The fans are losing it. They're getting some big cheers out there. But, I mean, that one's fouled off deep. If you're the Berries right now, you understand that the Red Sox are already frustrated. You go, we stay level-headed, we play our game, and we do not fall into that trap. Right, Jackson?
Yes.
Absolutely. Josh Henson at the plate right now to see if he can capitalize a little further. That's a strike. Seeing what he can do on his end to add to the Red Sox frustration already in this game. I feel like if you're going to get frustrated, wait at least until the third inning. You know? Like, let it simmer. Maybe it's just the first. Maybe everybody's a little off right now. You know? Maybe the sun's hitting funny. Maybe there's a shade out there. I don't know. 2-0 for your Saskatoon Berries. Guys, the broadcast booth is cracking jokes, and I'm loving it. I can't repeat that one, but I wish I could tell the group. I wish I could share. Still not over losing a pitching coach in the first. Josh Henson .230 so far for his batting average this season. He swings on that and misses. That'll be a strikeout for Henson. 2 out. And that is a strikeout collected for Daniel Crabtree. Daniel is a right-handed pitcher, 6'2", 195 pounds, from Marietta. And I couldn't tell you what GA means. I'm going to assume it's Georgia. Up to bat right now, your Saskatoon Berries, Eric Aguirre, who made an incredible catch in right field to kick off this game. Very first out of this game, and that set the tone.
Yes.
He goes, that ball's not dropping. I'm not allowing it. This is our ballpark at Cairns Field, and that will not be recorded as a hit. Swings on that one, but it's a hit to second base. Out at first is made to end the inning. An incredible diving play again by Jalen Myers. Sorry, by Justin Samard at second base to retire the Berries, but it doesn't stop the bleeding. 2 runs for Saskatoon. A dramatic first outing for both teams here, which you love to see. You're watching Berries Baseball and Flow Sports. Welcome back to Berries Baseball. Montana Kitty Helash sitting beside Jackson Emery. Wow, what a treat to watch that first inning at Cairns Field here. Up to bat, we have catcher Daniel Castellanos, number 28. He's regularly number 3, but I assume that he forgot his jersey or something, so we were all a little confused looking at the lineup tonight. We said, did we get the number wrong? Did they get the number wrong? We still haven't figured it out, Jackson. I'm still confused. Either way, he's standing at the plate right now, facing Owen Stemple, who's already got 2 strikeouts this game. And Castellanos has seen 2 balls already. And that's another. Castellanos coming to this game, average .333. He is from Los Angeles, California, and he went to school West Texas. And he's going to make his way to first base on a walk. Okay. Let's get him on the... There we go. Base on balls. Have you ever heard that term?
Say it again.
Base on balls. BB, that's a walk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It really threw me off when I actually first started paying attention to stats when I was like 9. I was like, I thought it was a walk. And my dad's like, yeah, it's just the term. Base on balls. So that's how you got there. Right?
You learn something new every day.
Well, you did. I'm still waiting to learn something here. Actually, I learned that assistant coaches automatically get a fine when they get kicked out of a game in the WCBL. There's a strike again. He doesn't like it. I'm waiting for someone to come out of the dugout, but no. They're going to leave that one there for Lance Anderson. He's playing shortstop tonight. 21 at-bats. 4 hits so far this season. He sees a ball. You can feel the tension from here. We're sitting in a broadcast booth behind the stands, behind a window, and I can feel these teams and the tension building in this rivalry with every single pitch. There's a strikeout for Owen Stemple, number 3. Left fielder Rain Kreklowitz is coming up to bat. Kreklowitz. We all kind of figured that's the way we were going to say it. We're just taking our best shot at it. Rain playing left field tonight. 41 at-bats this season. Sees a strike. There's one out here. Cairns Field. Rain is from Toronto, Ontario. He went to school in northeastern Oklahoma. Regularly an outfielder, 6'1", 190 pounds. He bats left and throws right. Once again, Jackson, my brain can't compute that because I feel like that would be so confusing for my body to try and understand. You know?
I mean, I write with my right hand and I'm left-handed and everything else.
What? Are you one of those? Is it ambidextrous? Is that the word?
Yeah, I don't know if that would classify.
Does it? Oh, this one is popped. Foul. Josh Henson ran that one down, but he didn't really need to. He just courtesy run for that. And Rain is sitting at 1 and 2. Okay, wait. So you said you left-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed. You do everything else left-handed.
For the most part.
What? What do you mean for the most part? What things do you not do?
Badminton and tennis, I'm right-handed.
Okay.
I swing left in ball and golf.
Well, that just doesn't make sense because they're all racket sports. Racket sport, bat, everything should be the same. How does you... What? Have you tried to... Okay. You know what? We're going to circle back on this. Hold on. That's a ball. We're at full count. I don't know why this is so disturbing to me. Wouldn't you think if you're swinging a tennis racket one way, it would be very similar to the way you're swinging a bat? So have you ever tried to do the opposite for either one?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Nope.
No? That one's popped to shallow left field and caught on by left fielder Ethan Murdoch. Rain Kreklowitz wasn't able to make his way to first base. But he leaves Daniel Castellanos there. He says, you can have it. Rhett Hodgins. He's DH tonight. Also batting left. It's very valuable to have left-handed batters in the lineup. You mix them up a little bit, throws off your pitcher, give him extra something to look at. That one hits the dirt, allowing Castellanos to make his way to second on a pass ball. That's ball 1. Oh my goodness, I gotta stop using my mouse. I've got two computers here, 2 laptops going, and I keep using my mouse for one and trying to use it for the other one. And they are not connected. 2 outs here. Hodgins came into this game with an average of .083. Now, I will say that is exceptionally low. But he's had 12 at-bats in 5 games. One hit and 1 run off of him. Owen Stemple delivers a strike.
We said earlier, Montana, it's country night, but to our left, our mascot is going around with a baby goat right now.
Okay, I was saying earlier, everyone is so lucky that I don't have a direct, clear line of sight to the baby goats and the baby sheep and the bunnies and the ducks that are over there. That's a big swing and a miss, because otherwise you would just hear screeching this whole game because they're so cute and fuzzy. I sent pictures to my husband earlier, and I asked if we could have one, and he said no. I thought he understood happy wife, happy life. I want to go. Oh, Owen Stemple walks off the mound and says, "Get back to your base," to Daniel Castellanos. He doesn't want him to head to third. He's got 2 outs so far, with Rhett Hodgins at the plate, and he's keeping a close eye on Castellanos. But you can tell his goal right now is to keep Castellanos where he's at and let him know that he's not going anywhere. Stemple throws, and that is swung on a miss for another strikeout for Owen Stemple. He's recorded 4 so far this night through the first and the second inning. When we get back, Nash Nichols holds up the bottom of the order. He'll be up to bat and then back up to the top with Brock Laird on deck and Ethan Murdoch in the hole. You're watching Barry's Baseball on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Barry's Baseball and Flow Sports. Montana Getty Helash can hear Ella Langley. She's two stepping around the room. It is country night. I was asking if the boys were going to change their walk-up songs to all be country to join in with the theme, but no, it's just Nash. Just Nash Nichols and his incredible choice of Ella Langley. It doesn't take a crystal. Oh, he hits the first pitch, and that dribbles past third base. He's making his way to second. He says, I don't care. That ball stopped in left field, and that is a double. What a hot start to the bottom of the second, courtesy of Nash Nichols. I don't know if they were ready for that. First pitch, first swing. It skips past third baseman Brady Bye. An automatic life is brought into this inning. You love to see it. Brock Laird comes to the plate. Now, he hit a sharp liner to left field to start this game, and that was caught. But he's seeing the ball really well. He hit it really clean. And methinks him making contact and getting a hit right now is not something that couldn't happen. hits that one sharply to right field. On a line drive, Nash Nichols is coming home. Laird's going to hold up at one as that throw comes in from right fielder Jalen Myers, and the Saskatoon Berries put another one on the board. 3-0 in the bottom of the second. Perfectly placed hit by Brock Laird. It's exactly what you want to do when you have runners in scoring position. Crank it to right field and let them have their time to make it home. And that way you don't have to question whether that play is coming home or not. Ethan Murdoch lines one, another sharp liner, left center field. Brock Laird's coming to third. They say go. They say go. The ball is fumbled. There's the throw to home. It does not make it in time. Brock Laird on a dramatic play. He comes home to give the Berries another run here in the bottom of the second inning. And Ethan Murdoch makes his way to second base. They're rolling. We did say, Jackson, at the beginning of this game, the Berries, when they get a hot start, they really lay it on thick.
Well, I think now key is to try to keep momentum in their favor, and if Regina tries to get some of that momentum back, it's, trying to even it out and not completely lose it like yesterday.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, there's only been a couple pitches. They just keep swinging. They're hungry right now, and they're like, if we're gonna hit it, let's just hit it. Swing those bats. Let's get it hot. There you go. There's another one. Chopped up the middle. It doesn't bounce past, though. Is the throw in time? No, he says it's not. However, that was a great play by Justin Smard. It's nice and quick. That's only one out here. And Ethan Murdoch was able to advance to third base, so that's not so bad.
We're starting to see some action in Regina's bullpen to our left.
Yeah, I think that's to be expected at this point. The Berries are taking full advantage of every pitch here in the bottom of the second. Gael sees a ball. His count is 1-0. And if anything iffy happens here, Ethan Murdoch is in scoring position. That one swung on a miss, but Gael has a history of playing really, really well against Regina. He went 3 for 4 in the first matchup. He hit a double, he got an RBI, and a walk. So I think he is a threat in the 4 spot. And I think Regina knows it. Not giving him much to swing at. Those are kind of low away, trying to avoid that strike zone, making sure he's not able to hit anything and keep the momentum going. That's another ball. 3-1. He has the advantage at the plate. And Gael came into this game 356 batting average. And he takes a walk. He's got 7 walks this season so far, and that's going to give him another one. Okay. There's so many fun things that could happen right now. Runners on the corners, Jackson. Okay, there's only one out. Okay, are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Yes.
What am I putting down?
Runners in scoring position, of course.
Oh, yeah. And there could be a sac fly to get that run in. There could be a bunt to advance the runner. You just never know. There could just be the call to swing away. That's a strike. There's many an option for Nick Stinson at the plate right now. The top of the order didn't change from last night. The only 2 in the lineup that changed and that were added in were Josh Henson in the 7th spot and Eric Aguirre in the 8th spot. So you can see that the Berries are getting comfortable with their lineup. And Stinson has 2 strikes to his name right now. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's popped up foul territory, and it's caught on the shale by third baseman Brady Bye. So 2 out here for the Regina Red Sox. The Berries have been able to collect 2 so far, but runner on first and third with Nathan Houston up to bat. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning, so he didn't get much of a chance to do anything crazy. But it looks like Salinas is trying to take that force off. He's ready to make his way to 2. He's eager. I did not use the term eager beaver last night when the Weyburn Beavers were playing, and I did not take advantage of that opportunity. That one's fouled back into the parking lot. The kids have a long run for that one. Couldn't be me. I'll leave the running to the kids and the players. Thank you very much. Jackson, you have to laugh to the mic. We talked about this.
I was just going to say, I second that.
No check. No go. I agree. I don't think he came around. He kind of held off pretty well. That's another thing. That's really hard to do. Hold off on a pitch that's close. But he grabs himself a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out here. Lines to third base. Brady Bye makes the throw across the diamond in time to retire Nathan Houston. But it doesn't stop the bleeding. The Berries grabbed another 2. So we're heading into the top of the 4th, and it is 4-0 for your Saskatoon Berries. Up to bats. When we get back, Mason Tafoya will be leading it off for the Regina Red Sox. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports. You're watching Berries Baseball. Montana Gahila here. Berries are up 4-0 in the top of the 3rd. Mason Tafoya is up to bat. He is playing center field tonight, as he did last time they were here to play against the Saskatoon Berries. Last time he came to play in Saskatoon on June 13th, he went 0 for 4. Sorry, he went 1 for 5. He ended up hitting a single in the 6th inning, but that was all he was able to get himself on for. And he's up to bat right now with a ball and a strike. 2 strikes to his name. He's got 55 at-bats this season, batting average .218. Hits that one to center field, but it's going to be caught clean and easy by Nash Nichols to record the first out at the top of the 3rd. Mason Tafoya was holding up the bottom of the order, so up to bat is Justin Simard in the 1 spot, and his walk-up song is Baby Shark. I am kind of confused. Is that supposed to hype you up? That's a choice. It's a choice. maybe it's for the kids. Wouldn't that be nice? Hits that one a liner to Brock Laird at 2. Sorry, at shortstop. And it kind of just cranks the center of his glove, bobbles around a little bit, and sticks in there. But he drilled it. So that was a great catch by by Brock Laird, because that was steaming. My palm hurts watching that. Yoy, yoy, yoy. 2 out here. In the top of the 3rd. Up to bat, Jalen Myers. That one is no go. No go. It's a wash. We're just gonna... That's a ball. Jalen Myers kind of popped one up the middle on the ground in the 1st for his last at bat for a single. Just past the pitcher. So Owen Stemple might have something to give him back. There's a strike. Now, coming into this game, you would assume that the Berries plan. There's another one that's in the dirt. Both of those were able to get past catcher Gavin Panks tonight. Coming to this game, you're hoping that the Berries are looking to limit walks and errors on their end to make sure that the Red Sox don't get any easy runs in this game, right? They're trying to keep it tight, keep it clean. Oh, that one's high and a little close to the noggin. Jalen Myers steps out. He's going to take a little breather. I absolutely would too. So I'm terrified of getting hit by a ball. But he steps in, and here's the pitch. Swings and fouls it back. That takes him a full count. 2 out here. The Berries fans are going to get a chant going. See if they can give some encouragement to Owen Stemple to close out the 3rd. That one is swung on a hit up the middle once again by Jalen Myers. And he gets on base with the same scenario as he did previously. Will Toger comes back up to bat. He was Stemple's first strikeout of the game today so far. And he's going to come up. Mamma Mia, here I go again. I thought it was country night. We're supposed to be playing country music all night. I mean, then again, you can't be mad about Mamma Mia being played at the ballpark. That one's fouled back into foul territory, and that one's for the fans. Just past the fence. Oh, you can see a swarm of children over there. Swarm. Bear to honey. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I guess I should use more country sayings. It's like, which ones can I use? Will Toger with a strike. 2 outs. And he's going to see the pitch from Stemple. Swings, hits it up to center field on a liner. And everybody's just going to grab one. Jalen Myers heads to second base. Will Toger collects a single. And they're just hitting a small ball right now. Small ball is the best way to play. If you're swinging away, you're more prone to flying out, grounding out, making a mistake, striking out. Nice and level, easy swings. It's always what's going to get it done for you. So right now, the Red Sox have 2 on, 2 out. And trusty Brady Bye up to bat. He swings on the first one as well. And misses. Will Toger on first. Jalen Myers on second base. Brady Bye sees one in the dirt. I may have said this earlier, but he's one of the top batters for Regina. 18 hits this season, average of 290 right now, 62 at bats. He's collecting a couple more tonight. Sitting at 4th in the lineup, playing third base. That's a pass ball. Runners are going to advance. And Stemple looks like he's just going to take a breather for a second. As Myers goes to third base and Will Toger goes to second. Brady has 2 balls and 1 strike. And there's still a little bit of room to breathe here in the count for Owen Stemple. The pitch swung, popped up directly to second baseman. Oh, he almost tripped over the bag. Salinas catches it to record the out, and the Berries get out of it once again, leaving 2 runners on base. No runs here for the Regina Red Sox, and the Berries are going to see if they can grab a couple more in the bottom of the 3rd. You're watching Berries baseball on Flow Sports.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Welcome back to Berries Baseball. I want to get a He-Lash. And I just added the He-Lash back in September. I just want to give a little shout out to my husband. Hello, Jeremy. I know you're watching and listening. It's very nice of you. Usually he comes to the games, but he decided to stay home on country night of all the nights just so he could listen to his wife. How nice is that? Up to bat right now for your Saskatoon Berries, Josh Henson playing third base tonight. He struck out in the 1st, but is a consistent batter here for the Berries. It's averaging at 230. Oh, I didn't even change the... Everybody hold on. I didn't even change the scoreboard on the feed. Swings on that one. It just kind of hits off his bat funny, but the play will be made by shortstop Lance Anderson. He just missed that one. He didn't quite connect on it. And that resulted in a soft hit ball to shortstop for Henson. For the first out. There we go. I'm caught up. First out for the Regina Red Sox. Aguirre's up to bat. I still can't get over how incredible his catch was in the 1st in right field. That lives on with me into my soul. He also was not able to get on base in the 1st, but he did hit one in between 1st and 2nd. And he sees 2 balls so far. And there's another. No, he's calling that one a strike. It's called a strike. But was it a strike? That is the question. That's foul back. That's going to be a strike for sure. That one for sure. That's a strike. Yep. Eric has a 294 batting average so far this season. 5 hits, 17 at-bats, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs, and 3 walks. He hits that one up the middle kind of directly to second base, sorry. Oh, the play was bobbled, but he says no, it was on the transition. Still called an out. I agree. I think he already had the ball in his glove. Play was done. He went to grab it and throw it around and just kind of fumbled it a little bit. Nice and easy play for second baseman Justin Smart to get out Eric Aguirre there. Another soft hit ball. They must be just maybe hitting the ball, seeing it a little differently, because they were barreling it up really well in the first and the second, and now they're just kind of skiffing it. Something about those pitches. That's a real big swing and a miss. And Nash Nichols is out. So that's a 3 up, 3 down, really quick, bottom of the third. The Regina Red Sox pitching dominated just now, so the Berries don't record any, but they're still up 4-0 heading into the top of the fourth. Daniel Castellanos will be up to bat when we get back. You're watching Berries Baseball and Flow Sports. Howdy. Welcome back to Country Night. Montana Get Elash on the feed. I can only talk so long like that until I can't anymore. Daniel Castellanos, catcher for the Regina Red Sox tonight, up to bat. I could tell he's turned me down because I was cackling at myself. I mean, truly, Jackson, no one laughs harder at my jokes than I do. Because I'm the one who made them, so I should think they're funny, you know? He's like, yes. Yes, I do know. 1 strike, 1 ball. To start off at the top of the fourth. Castellanos walked in the second, and he was the only one able to get on base in the second inning for the Regina Red Sox. But he does have 5 RBIs so far and 3 walks for himself. He's now got 3 balls. And he's just going to settle in. Okay. Owen Stemple. Still looking to retire the first batter for the fourth. Stemple has quite the lineup for himself. He throws a 4-seamer, a slider, a changeup, and a cutter. And he's averaging around 88.92 miles per hour. That one's kind of bobbled off. What an incredible throw by Gavin Panks to make the out at first. You love to see it. There is such an art form to catchers having dime piece throws. You know what I'm saying? We're just adjusting the lighting here. He does know what I'm saying. You got to trust in Jackson. He does know what I'm saying. Lance Anderson up to bat. He struck out in the second. He's showing a bunt, which confuses me in this certain situation. But to each their own. Maybe he's just trying to throw off Stemple. But it doesn't shake him. No balls, 2 strikes. And Lance Anderson is putting himself in another position to get the nose. That's high. Banks snagged that one out of the air. He wasn't allowing that to pass him by. Lance Anderson's playing shortstop tonight. He's made a couple incredible plays so far. But he swings on that one, and there's another strikeout for Stemple. I just want to confirm. I have written down 5 strikeouts for Stemple. Do you guys have 5 in my broadcast booth? We're just going to get that one. We'll be back. We'll be back with it. 2 outs here for Stemple. They have 6. I did not write one down. Stemple currently at 6 strikeouts. For your Saskatoon Berries, quite the showing so far. Not allowing any runs for the Regina Red Sox. 1 strike, 1 ball here. That one's not going to be in the strike zone. 2-1. This is another one of those games. Stemple hasn't allowed more than 4 runners in any inning so far. Oh, that one came directly back at us. And although there is a net and a wall and glass, I got really scared.
Hey, we got netting. We're good.
I was like, oh, I'm jumpy to begin with. Yes. There he goes. Another one. Judging strikeout number 7 collected for Owen Stemple, and he is really giving the Berries quite the advantage tonight as they head into the bottom of the 4th inning to see if they can grab a couple more runs. We're going back to the top of the order. Brock Laird will be up. It's looking like head coach Ry Pothakos is going to come out and have something to say. And he goes, I'm not liking your calls. How does Stemple have so many strikeouts so far? And that conversation will end quickly. But anyway, you're watching Berries Baseball on Full Sports. Welcome on back. Come on back now, you hear? It's country night. I'm trying my best. Brock Laird up to bat, top of the order. He's going to start it off. He hit one into right field last time he was up, and he's looking like he's trying to go the same way. He fouls that one back. He was able to cash himself in for a run. Laird is from Natchitoches. I was trying to say this earlier. Natchitoches, and I really couldn't get it down. Louisiana. So if you're from Louisiana, you can't make fun of me. You can't make fun of me for my bad country talk, and you can't make fun of me for not being able to say Natchitoches, if that's saying it wrong. Not that you can't, but I'm trying my best. Counts at 1 and 2 here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch swung on, fouled off, and it's just missed the stands. Count stays the same. Brock Laird is an active college player. For Southeastern Louisiana University Lions. Current average 250. 14 runs so far this season. 16 hits. 5 walks. And there is a ball for him. Count at 2 and 2. And it's starting to cool down a little bit, Jackson. I'm seeing everybody's sweaters go on and jackets. He hits that one up the middle, just past the pitcher. It kind of bobbled off the mound. The ball is picked up and thrown to first. It doesn't make it there. It hits the dirt, but Laird says, I'm just going to stay put. Great play attempt on behalf of Lance Anderson. He just kind of snuck behind Justin Simard there. Was able to grab that ball and at least try to make something out of it. But the throw was just off. Ethan Murdoch back at the plate. He walked in the first and hit a double to deep left center in the second that was able to bring Brock Laird home. And he hits another one up the middle just past Simard, advancing Brock Laird and putting himself on first. He roped that, not giving Simard a chance off the hop. 2 runners on base, none out. Clearing the count for Gavin Panks. He also had a sharp liner in between first and second in the first. He chopped up the middle and was able to get out in the second. But he's been strong behind the plate tonight as catcher. And his average coming into this game is 400 clean and clear, which is an incredible batting average. After 12 games played. And 40 at-bats. He's got 16 hits, 10 runs, 10 RBIs, 10 walks. He's a 10 guy. He's at 1-1. Jackson brought a coat tonight. He was cold last night once the sun went down. We're safe. We're warm up in the broadcast booth today. I must admit, I was very warm walking in today. I wore this puffy, country-looking sweater, and I did look like a fool because it was 19 degrees and steaming out. But, this one's lined down first. The play is made at second base by Will Toger. Very smart of him to not look to see if anybody's running to first. He's like, I know the force is on. I'm just going to throw it to 2 and make a play that I can make. Because, coming down the first baseline, Gavin Panks was hustling because he knew that he had Toger on his heels. But the play was still able to be made. So Ethan Murdoch heads back to the bench. And Brock Laird is able to advance to third. Gael up to bat. hit a double in the first, and there's probably going to be another one. That one's hit to left field to Rain Kreklowitz. And the Berries add another one. Cha-ching to the tally. Panks heads to 2. And Gael grabs another single for himself. I went through the danger zone. 5-0 now for your Saskatoon Berries. Nick Stinson's coming up to bat. And he sees a ball.
There's some more activity in Regina's bullpen, Montana, to our left.
Yeah, see, that I actually am surprised about. I mean, there's been a couple hits so far in this inning, but he did really, really well in the third. 3 of 3 down. And the Berries just might be seeing the ball really well right now. That one's just a bit outside. I mean, then again, every time you come to Cairns Field and it's Regina and Saskatoon, I think the last time I do recall, I'm going to look back at my book, but the pitching changes just were incredible. Yeah. Well, that's a liner as well. To shallow left. The ball is coming home to make the play, and oh no, it is absolutely in time. Gavin Panks gets tagged out at home by Daniel Castellanos. That throw was on point by left fielder Rain Kreklowitz. There's no question about that one. He was out at home by a long shot. So that is 2 outs so far for Regina. And this ball is hit to right field now. The spray, there's another one come home and another. That brings the score to 7-0 for your Saskatoon Berries. As Nathan Houston hits a softball to right field. That's all you need to bring home 2 when runners in scoring position.
And we're going to get a mound visit and maybe Montana a pitching change.
Yeah, I think that would probably make sense at this point.
Number 12.
Pitching change. For Regina. The Berries have collected 3 runs so far this inning, so the Red Sox are saying we're just maybe going to switch up what the Berries are looking at home plate. So we're bringing in number 12. Quinn Boreen, right-handed pitcher from Regina. He went to Edmonton Collegiate. And he's just going to throw a couple here before he sees Josh Henson in the bottom of the 4th. Quinn Boreen has pitched 7.2 innings so far this season. 12 hits, 4 runs off of him, 4 walks. And he's coming into this game with an ERA of 9.39. Boreen also came in to pitch about halfway through. Actually, he came in to pitch in the 5th inning against the Berries. A game that ended up being 10-9 for Saskatoon. He pitched 1 inning, 3 hits off of him, 2 runs, and 2 strikeouts just the other day. And he's back to see what he can do again. Up to bat, Josh Henson, number 5, playing third base tonight. Sees a ball. So your runner on first base is Nathan Houston. He just hit that perfect soft lob to right field to bring in 2 runs. There's 2 balls here. Josh Henson struck out in the first and hit another softball to left field in the third, but he wasn't able to get on base. That one just kind of jumps up to first baseman Will Toger, and Josh Henson runs it out, but no need. The Berries grab 3 here, bringing the score to 7-0. Not a lot to compare for cost on the board for your Saskatoon Berries against the Regina Red Sox, but the Berries fans love to see it. It's country night, a little bit of yeehaw, a little get up in the step, and we're going to head into the top of the 5th. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Welcome back to Berries Baseball. Owen Stemple's back on the mound, throwing a pitch. The first one's a ball. Okay. Big inning for the Berries again. They're being pretty consistent. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the fourth. Raking up 7 for themselves. This one is popped up far. You're going to see how far Panks can go. Oh, he just about makes it there in time. Just like maybe an inch away from his glove. He was very close. So that's a hard one to track. He's looking straight up at the sky. There's netting. He was running towards some fans that were also kind of leaning back at the netting. But that's okay. That's okay. Rhett Hodgins is going to come back to the plate and settle in. There's 1 strike, 1 ball. And that's another ball. That one just goes off the tip of Panks' glove. And not even a bat boy comes out. It's just Justin Smart. He says, I'll get it, don't worry about it. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one is low. 3-1. Jackson, that pesky sun, is coming out again. Actually, we're getting pretty lucky. On the radar, it showed at about this time there'd be a big cloud of rain coming through, and it's turning out to be a beautiful night. But Stemple walks the DH for Regina. And Mason Tafoya comes up to bat. He flew out in the 3rd inning. And that's the only time he's been able to come up to the plate except for now. There's the pitch. Foul back. There's a strike. You can see, once again, Hodgins is ready to make his way to 2. He's got a big jump there on the last pitch. He's testing to make sure that Panks is able to grab that ball at home. There's the look, of course. But he's able to make it under the throw. That one's high. But Panks is up immediately and ready to make that throw, and there's no need as Rhett retreats. Jackson, the same thing happened about the same time last night. That sun came out, making it really difficult for the outfield to be able to make a play, especially out and right. For Eric Aguirre, with the sun beaming in, it's hard to see if anything gets hit out there, which gives a huge advantage for Mason Tafoya if he can pop it out to right field right now. Yeah, it's low, but Panks is able to smother it to keep the runner at 1. 3-1 for the count. And Owen Stemple sets up and delivers. Ooh, that one was sharply fouled directly into the Red Sox dugout. And we saw a lot of people turning their heads. I see some giggles over there. They're laughing now. Everybody's okay. No problemo. Mason Tafoya. And there's another ball. That one's in the dirt, so he's going to make his way to 1 on a walk. And Rhett Hodgins is able to make his way to 2nd. Whether it was a pass ball or not, he was going to go, as Tafoya collects a walk for himself. Panks goes out for a little chit-chat. Gives him a little butt tap. But everybody else is going to come out with him. Jackson, do you think this is just a conversation? You see some action over there for the Berries.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, we see some action in Barry's bullpen right now, but it's kind of been the most pressure that Regina has had so far tonight. So probably just a touch-up, make sure everyone's on the same game plan. And
yeah, and just make sure everything's A-okay. Everything's A-okay. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Top of the 5th here. None out. There's none out. Lots of opportunity on both ends. I can't see who's over there in the bullpen right now. The sun is hitting pretty good. Number 4. There is a 4. Is that a 4-0? Jackson, can you see? I also have terrible eyes. He shows a bunt, but does not make any contact. And that's called a ball. Up to bat right now, Justin Simard flew out in the 1st, lined out on a sharp ball to 3rd, and he's showing bunt again. Runners retreat, and no action yet. But it's looking like we're getting a sense of his game plan here at the plate. Justin Simard wants to slap one down 3rd baseline. It's very smart of him. No. There's another ball. 3 balls. Stemple's trying to get that close enough, but just outside of his reach, that Simard's not able to lay a bunt down on him, but that strike zone. There's one. That was a good opportunity for Simard, but it might have been a little high for him to send it down 3rd baseline. to advance his runners. There's one. Looks like he's trying to go down first baseline this time. And that one's fouled off. 3-2. Jackson, have you ever tried to bunt a ball before?
I have.
Did you get your fingers hit?
Close, but
It's tricky. Your fingers aren't supposed to be anywhere that they can get hit, but it is tricky. Oh, he just swings on that one instead of trying to bunt again. Play at 1. It goes back for 2, and he turns the double play. There you go. There's a big 2 out. Salinas is able to make the turn, and he twists, gets the double. Mason Tafoya and Justin Simard are out. On a double play. That's the first double play that I've seen. We've done 4 games so far. That's the first double play I've seen. You'll love to see it. So that quickly changes what this inning looks like. We were at that at bat, there was none out, 2 on, and now there's 2 out, 1 on in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike here for Jalen Myers. Now he's been pretty consistent this game so far. He's hit 2 singles straight up the middle at the pitcher. But he's been left on base both times. Left on first in the first inning and left on third base in the third. And I think I would give credit to Stempel's pitching for that one. Three balls, 1 strike. We're getting the ooh from not only the booth, but the crowd. I don't know from my angle, but everybody else seems like they must have thought that was a strike. Jalen Myers swings on that one to right center. And that one gets past Eric Aguirre. That's going to give opportunity for Jalen Myers, but he holds up at 2. That's a perfect place ball. I mean, you're hitting right into that gap to the right of Eric Aguirre. And it's just fast enough that he's not able to get back to it, and he has to chase it down towards the fence. But here I think we are officially getting a pitching change. He's going to send Stempel, and he should be getting a good round of applause after this showing. Absolutely. There's the Berries fans. There they go. Well-deserved round of applause for Owen Stempel through the first 5 here. And you're going to see a high-tech pitching change for the Saskatoon Berries. And he's coming with 2 out. However, Regina has gotten themselves onto the board. So it makes this game 7-1. Breathes a little bit of life into Regina. And we have number 49, Colin Plain, coming in to pitch. Now, Colin Plain is a right-handed pitcher. He's 6'3", 230 pounds. From Saskatoon himself. He's played at Arizona Christian University. And now he's back in Saskatoon to pitch for his hometown team. You love to see it. You love to see it. I was so excited when the Berries came to Saskatoon, started a team in Saskatoon, because there's so many ball players in this province. There's just so much that can be done here, and I think it provides such a good opportunity for young players to come up through this team and through the programs that we have in Saskatoon as well.
Well, 100% goes for any team in the province. Lots of Regina-born players on the Red Sox, lots of Saskatoon-born players on the Berries. Goes both ways.
Oh, and from everywhere. There's Swift Current, There's Weyburn. There's just a bunch of guys. Home province guys getting to play where they grew up, and that's just something beautiful about it. Coming to bat now, Will Toger. And he has Jalen Myers on second base after that line drive that snuck past Eric Aguirre. And you can see the sun is making the players struggle a little bit. That's swung on a missed for the first strike for Colin Plain. Colin Plain's coming in with quite the advantage. Barry's up 7-1. Not too much damage. There's a ball. 1-1. Jackson, what would you say is the most country thing about you for Country Night? You literally work at a country radio station.
I know.
Like, you should have a good answer for this.
The music.
The music.
Yes.
That one's fouled back. So you're saying playing country music on the radio is the most country thing about you?
Probably.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I mean, you do it every day.
Well, there's that. I do come from a small town, but I wouldn't say there's much.
How many people is your
country
small
about
town?
me? 400.
Oh, you beat me. I'm 900. I'm from a small town in northern Alberta.
Small, big town.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever you want. Will Toger. That one's popped up directly in the middle of the diamond. That's run down by Brock Laird, though, on a very high fly ball. And that's an out. So that's out number 3 for your Saskatoon Berries. That'll close out the top of the 5th inning. My apologies. But the Berries don't get out of it without any damage. 1 run for Regina. And we're going to come back in the bottom of the 5th with Eric Aguirre up to bat first, Nash Nichols on deck, and Brock Laird in the hole. You're watching Barry's Ball on Flow Sports.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Howdy, welcome back, y'all. You only get one chance for Country Night, Jackson. I gotta take advantage of the moments that I'm getting. Do you have any country puns?
Country what?
Puns.
Puns?
That's a tough question. That one is cranked. Deep right field. It's going. He's at the warning track. Hits the wall. That stays in the ballpark. But Eric Aguirre, who's able to make it a second. He did not see the ball come in. He didn't see the ball come in. Lance Anderson was able to get a hold of that, and he said that he tagged Aguirre when he was standing on second base, standing beside second base, but he just kind of dropped and rolled there to make sure that he could secure that double. Incredible hit. For a second there, I really thought that was going to leave this ballpark. We haven't seen a home run in a hot minute.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. But that was fantastic. There's a hot double to start. The bottom of the fifth. Nash Nichols shows a bunt and takes a strike. Now, in this scenario, Jackson, you have a runner on two. You have one strike. No. Nash Nichols. I would say, swing away, sir. Have fun. Let it fly. And he's showing a bunt. I mean, yeah, you can advance the runner right now, but, like, you're not exactly in a tight game position where you need to advance them to third to necessarily... It's not like you're within one run.
Right.
You know? I'd be like, hey.
You'd be giving him a green light.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, let it fly. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, he didn't show a bunt on that one, but it was low. In the dirt. Eric Aguirre actually hit another double against Regina in a game that the Berries lost 3-2. It was a tight one, and he went 2 for 4 that night, and he's doing it again here tonight. Ooh, Nash Nichols strikes out looking. That one was a softly thrown ball, potentially a changeup for Nash Nichols. He didn't want it. And it didn't sit well for him. But we're heading back to the top of the order with Brock Laird having a great game tonight. He is seeing the ball really well. He lined out to left field. First pitch, first at bat, first swing. And then in the second, he was able to get himself home. He hit a ball to right field. And then he had a single. We're seeing the throw at third. Called safe. Wowza. Eric Aguirre able to get under the tag. That was pretty tight. I don't know. Great tag attempt at third base for Brady Bye. But Eric Aguirre was just a little quick. So Brock Laird's going to get back in the box with a runner on third base in the bottom of the fifth. He doesn't swing at that one. It's by his knees. So he's got 2 balls. Laird's another one of those players who plays really, really well against Regina, and we're seeing that again tonight as he's 2 for 3 so far in this game. Swings and misses on that one. He was ahead of it. That's okay. He, on June 2nd against Regina, 2 at-bats, 2 runs, 1 hit. And the last time we saw them play on June 13th, Laird was 3 for 4 as well. Sorry, 4 for 5 with 1 strikeout. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Brock Laird walks. So now you have 2 runners on the corners. 1 out, sorry, for the Berries right now. And Ethan Murdoch, Saskatoon's top batter, comes to the plate. If there's anybody you want at the plate right now, it is Ethan Murdoch. He has 29 hits this season. His average is sitting at .426. That one just catches the mitt of Castellanos, allowing Eric Aguirre to come home, making the score 8-1 for Saskatoon. And Brock Laird heads to second base. See, it's just little things like that. You know, a pass ball. In a game like this, it's not something you want to let happen. I mean, you never want to let it happen, but when you're down this much, it's just deflating for Red Sox. Ethan Murdoch looks at that and doesn't like it. That's a ball. That one is another one that kind of hits off the glove of Castellanos. And Brock Laird heads to third base. And he looks frustrated. Rightfully so. With another pass ball. But that gives Ethan Murdoch even more of an advantage. 3 balls, no strikes. And the ball is in his court. 1 out. There's his first strike recorded. Still at his advantage right now. There's another strike. Take him to full count. So far, 1 run for each team this inning. Seems the 5th is a little exciting. We love to see it. But the Berries have been consistent in the bottom. And this one's hit down third base. Line just hops foul. Yoy. Anytime a ball is hit at me when I'm standing on third base, I'm petrified. I don't want to get hit by a ball on third base because you're on the hot corner.
Yeah.
And it's steaming at you. That one swung on and he even dropped to a knee, but it didn't quite get good contact with it. Seems that he fouled it off, so he's going to have another chance at the plate. The last time Ethan Murdoch faced Regina, he had 3 at-bats with a hit and a strikeout. And there he gains himself a walk. Once again, same position. The Berries see runners on the corners, and I think we're going to go have a little conference call at the mound. Castellanos is on his way. And the Berries take advantage of this moment with 2 back-to-back walks. And it's unfortunate, but if you're thinking about it in this sense, technically, right now, Brock Laird should still be at second base. However, there was 2 pass balls,
Yes.
allowing him to make his way to third. So there is a force right now to second base, but the Berries are still at an advantage with a runner in scoring position. And up to bat, we have Gavin Panks. He had a sharp liner in between first and second in the first. He was able to make his way home. He chopped one up the middle, was able to get out in the second. And in the fourth, he was thrown out at home on that dramatic play. So he's probably yearning to get back on base right now. And then he sees a strike. And Panks sees 2. He doesn't like that call. And I think I would agree with him. But once again, I'm off kilter.
Yep.
I have no say, even though I am the person with the mic. Jackson has a say too, though. But he agreed with me.
Yes.
That one is for sure a ball, but smothered very well by Castellanos to hold the runners where they're at. Count is 1-2. And I think with that sun coming out right now, Jackson, it's allowing Berries fans to get a little more warmth. It was a little chilly there for a second with some cloud cover, but I think we're getting a little sun out there. It's like a nice summer night, nice Friday night. Swings. You can see he kind of had to hold off on that one. He was ahead of it. He started to swing early and went, fouled off. Pank steps back in the box, seeing what he can get from Quinn Boreen. Cranks that one down the first baseline. That is going to give the Berries quite the opportunity. He's probably going to make his way to third on this one. 2 runners are going to come home. There's Brock Laird. Another. Here's Ethan Murdoch. And that is a triple cha-ching for Gavin Panks to completely blow this game wide open as if it wasn't already. But he gets 2 RBIs and a triple on his name. Perfect. Perfectly placed ball.
We might be getting a pitching change here, Montana.
Yep, I would say I'm not surprised once again, as the Berries have been hot on the bats in the bottom of the 5th, just laying it on thick. That was a fantastic hit. Nothing quite like it. It is 10-1 for your Saskatoon Berries in the bottom of the 5th. My dad always said growing up, you want to hit behind the play, you know? So it makes sense. I mean, even for Panks to begin with, he's batting left-handed. He's got that right field wide open. But their right fielder, you could see Jalen Myers wasn't hugging the line, so he gave him lots of space to hit exactly where he wanted to. So he just pulled that one, nice and easy level swing, and gave him a perfect opportunity to get to third. So you're seeing number 22 for the Regina Red Sox make his way in to the game. And that is Izzy Johnson. Incredible name. Incredible name. Izzy Johnson. Well done.
Sounds like a baseball name.
Well done to the parents who named this boy. Right-handed pitcher, 5'8", 160 pounds, from Dardanelle, Arkansas. Dardanelle. I like that. That's, you gotta say that with a country twang. Dardanelle. I might be saying it wrong. What do you think? Do we agree? Dardanelle, Arkansas. It looks like there should be a lot more syllables to this word. It's Dardanelle.
I think you're right.
You think so? I don't think you've ever said that I'm wrong. We've broadcasted 4 games together so far, and I don't think once you've said that I'm wrong.
Well,
I mean, I appreciate it.
you have the head mic after all.
He's like, hey, you have too
can't
much
disagree.
power. You have too much power right now. So once again, sorry, let's get back to the point. Izzy Johnson's coming in to see if he can stop the bleeding here on behalf of the Regina Red Sox and slow down the bats of the Saskatoon Berries. And they've just been mashing. Get it? Jamming the ball. Yep. Yep. Salinas is coming back up to bat. He's been at the plate 3 times so far this game. He's 3 for 3. He had a liner to left field that recorded him a double. He walked in the 2nd, and he hit a single in the 4th. So he's hot on the bat tonight and looking to add another. Behind his name. So he's got a walk, a single, and a double. So what he's missing? A triple. You never know. But he's got a fresh arm in, so he's probably seeing a little more heat from this pitcher. It's 2 balls so far. I think it'd be difficult for Johnson coming into this game right now. You're down 10-1, and you're like, all I can do is just try my best to get 2 outs right now for my team and then restart in the next inning. There's a strike. The Berries have collected 3. Huge thanks to Gavin Panks. Oh, that rhymes. Huge thanks to Gavin Panks. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. And the bats have been hot. That one's fouled off. Ooh, it looked like it was almost going to hit the light. Did it? Bounced back in. It hit something and somehow ended up back in the diamond. I also look directly in the light, so I think I'm half blind now, but I was already half blind before, so now we might be in the minuses. Counts even at 2-2. And Salinas settles in. Here's the pitch. He swings, and it just chops it a foul. Just a little choppy hoppy. I'm making up words again. Not a true technical baseball term. Do not take that one and tell your friends about it. But Salinas stays at 2-2 after fouling that one off. He's from Rogers, Arkansas, and he's a... That one is foul! Everyone in the broadcast booth was saying fair. But we are also not down the third baseline, so that's not fair of us. Get it? It's not fair. It's not fair of us to say that. I'm getting the well done. Thank you. I feel very accomplished after that one. I'm going to write that down. Oh, brother. Salinas, Frontier Community College Bobcat, is in Saskatoon once again. But he gets called out on that. And we're getting a lot of oohs and ahs once again. Nobody liked that call. Not nobody. I mean, the Red Sox liked it, that's for certain. To the danger zone. Absolutely iconic walk-up song for Nick Stinson. He gets extra brownie points on behalf of myself, which he didn't need them, but I just love it. Stinson so far this game walked in the first, flew out in the second, and hit a single in the fourth. We're seeing a wide spread in this game for the Berries of which players are extending their lead. So the top has been really hot, but we have lots of runs at the bottom as well. Nick Stinson, Eric Aguirre, some hits from Josh Henson, Nathan Houston, Nick Stinson. It's been very even throughout the lineup. So you're not really looking necessarily just at the top, at your strong batters that you know that you put up there to get yourself on base, but
Nice contributions from their depth tonight.
all over. Yep. Depth, great word. Great word. Apparently not in my vocabulary at this moment. Off speed. And off the mark. He says he doesn't like that ball. I want a different one. Okay. Sure. Just for you. New ball. Coming back to 2-1. Here's the pitch. And that's high. And that's going to be a 3-1 to Nick Stinson. Now, you do have a runner on the third base. 2 out. So really, your opportunity here is to once again hit to right field. Ooh, fouls that one back. That one's for the kids in the stands. Yup. Foul ball. Bring the count to 3-2 once again. Nick Stinson in a game between Regina and Saskatoon. Regina had won 8-6, but he went 2 for 3 with a run, and there's a strikeout. Never mind what I was going to say. That's a strikeout. Nick Stinson goes to sit down, but the Berries did some damage. 3 runs this inning, bringing the score to 10-1 for your Saskatoon Berries. We're going to come back, and at that point, Brady Bite will be at the plate. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports. Hello, howdy y'all. Welcome back to Country Night. Saskatoon Berries playing against the Regina Red Sox. It is 10-1 for the Berries. We've got Brady By up to bat. The last time that we played against Regina, Brady By went 2 for 5. He walked and hit a single. So far this game, a strikeout or 2 under his belt. And he sees the first pitch as a strike as well. In the top of the 6th. He swings on that one, but it fouls back to kid territory, towards the Bergen Dogs. Nothing for us to worry about. Brady By came into this game 62 at-bats. Now that's a lot. He's tied with Justin Samard. He's played 15 games so far this season. And now he's got 2 strikes and a ball. He likes what he sees. Colin Plain says, yup. Hometown boy. Throws it in the dirt. That was approximately 4 feet in front of the plate, would you say?
Close.
Sorry?
Pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close. I don't know what he said yes to, but I don't think that's what he was assuming he was throwing. Brady By. 2-2. Swings. He crushes that ball to deep right center. There must have been some communication out there. I don't know. Eric Aguirre looked like he's like, okay, yeah, you can get that. You go ahead. And Nash Nichols makes the catch to record the first out. Once again, that's a well-hit ball, but they were able to make it there in time. And whether there was communication or not, an out's an out. And that's the first one for the Berries. On top of the 6th. Daniel Castellanos has been playing fantastic tonight behind the plate. He takes a strike. That's a big swing. In the last game, we played against Regina. There's another strike. Another swinging strike. Castellanos had 4 at-bats, 2 hits, an RBI, and a strikeout. So far tonight, he had a walk and a strikeout, and this is his 3rd opportunity at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's inside. He even sold it. Cha-ching. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm off kilter. I can't see how close it was to him, but from my angle, it didn't look like it was close enough to jump back. Here's the pitch. That's high. And he'll get another ball. So he's seen 2 strikes and 2 balls so far. With 1 out here in the top of the 6th. After Brady By lined out to right field. On a fantastic catch by Nash Nichols. There's the strike. And the cha-ching call goes as Colin Plain records a strikeout on Daniel Castellanos. Coming back to back, Lance Anderson, he's been up twice so far, struck out both times. So 2 out here. In the top of the 6th, and it's on the shoulders of Lance Anderson to see if he can get something going for the Berries. He shows a bunt and fouls it back. We're hearing the attendance tonight is 2,217 people at Cairns Field. That's quite the showing for a Friday night. It's beautiful weather, 19 degrees. There's a couple clouds in the sky, but those are no deterrent for Berries fans to come to the ballpark. He hits that one up the middle. Oh, a beautiful diving play. Is the throw in time? No, it's not. Wow. What a play by Gael Salinas. He was a running, and he just kind of made that dive just in the nick of time. But the throw wasn't there. But he stopped it from heading into the outfield, and that sometimes is more important than anything.
Yes.
To keep Lance Anderson at first. Runner on first. 2 out. And Lance Anderson gives a little bit of momentum for the Red Sox. That one's hit up the middle as well. But the play is not at second. And the throw goes to first base. Nick Stinson grabs it to get the out on Rain Kreklowitz. No runs recorded for Regina. So the score remains at 10-1 for your Saskatoon Berries. We're heading into the bottom of the 6th, up to bat Nathan Houston. When we get back, you're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca.
Welcome back to Berries Baseball. Up to bat right now for your Saskatoon Berries, Nathan Houston. He was hit by a pitch in the first, but he's coming into this game with a .326 batting average and ready to put it to work after he hit a softball to right field for a single in the 4th inning. So far, 1 strike, 2 strikes. Swinging. Regina switched out their catcher, but we can't quite tell who they put in for Daniel Castellanos. So we'll get back to you on that once we find out. But so far, Nathan Houston's in the box with 2 strikes. And nothing to show for it. He fouls that one back. So Regina lost last night, 5-4, but it was another game that had a big first inning with 6 runs. I said that at the beginning of the game. And one of the players that really put in an effort for this team was Justin Simard, and he's been playing fantastic tonight on second base, really helping the Red Sox try to diminish the strong Berries offense. Nathan Houston, also number 11. Fouls that one off again towards Regina's dugout. Sitting at 1-2. It looks like he's swinging at a bug or something out there. He's like, it's good. We're all good. Steps back in. And another ball. 2-2. Pitcher Izzy Johnson came in last inning after the Berries racked up 3 runs and got himself 2 strikeouts to close out the inning. So he's coming into this one feeling a little confident, and there he goes. That one is just going to be nicked, so Nathan Houston's going to stay at the plate. Houston sits in the 6th spot, and he's actually from Regina, so it might be a little fun for him, extra fun for him to play this game. I was thinking to myself, any players from Saskatchewan in general, this matchup, anytime Saskatoon's going to play against Regina, is going to be even more exciting and have a lot more pressure for them to begin with, because they grow up with that back and forth between Regina and Saskatoon, you know? Here's the pitch. And that's inside. Just nicks off of the catcher's glove. And you see Houston kind of roll his shoulders back and take a breath as that one misses him. And he's had a long at-bat so far. Seen a few pitches, so now he's steady and sturdy as DH tonight. That one was off speed, and he pulls it down the third baseline. Left baseline. Third baseline, but it's not inside. So that's another foul on him. The pitch is high. First batter for the Saskatoon Berries in the bottom of the 6th. Nathan Houston is walked by Izzy Johnson, and he will take that as a win with that long at bat. Now, Josh Henson's at the plate now. He's coming in with a strikeout in the first, a soft hit to left, and he was out in the 4th as well. So he's not having the best time at the plate tonight, but he can take advantage of a runner on 1 with Nathan Houston getting a free play to first base. And there's a ball. And Houston takes his lead. You can see Johnson taking a look at him, checking. Oh, he holds up. He looked like he was ready to go. But that pitch stayed in the safe zone for the catcher. He takes his lead again, the throw, but he gets back under and makes his way to first. It's not going to shy him away. He's got that big lead off once again. And Josh Henson stands in there waiting for one for himself. Swinging strike. We were saying this last night, Jackson, because these games are going a little long, but once that sun goes down, it gets a lot harder to see that ball and make a play on it, especially once the lights come out. We saw last night there was a pop fly to center field, and our center fielder was not able to make the catch. He basically ran back to the warning track, and the ball landed mid-center field because he just couldn't see it. And so that's something that it's easy to run into when these games start going later into the night.
A little bit of everything last night. Cool, rainy. Don't have to worry about the rain tonight, but it has gotten cool again.
Which we are getting really lucky, because there was a big system that was supposed to come through and hit this game, but Berries fans get away with another one tonight. A beautiful night in Saskatoon. It's currently sitting at 16 degrees. That's a ball, and another walk recorded on behalf of Izzy Johnson. Nathan Houston doesn't need to try his best to get a jump to second base anymore, because he just has to walk over there. We're getting a visit to the pitcher's mound.
Looks like a pitching change coming again.
Izzy Johnson has had his time, and the Red Sox are going to bring in another pitcher. in the bottom of the 6th. Number 52. Colton Bank, left-handed pitcher, 5'10", 165 pounds, also from Regina. So 2 Regina boys so far have come into pitch tonight in Quinn Boreen and Colton Bank. Colton Bank so far has only pitched 1.2 innings this season with 5 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. And his ERA, it currently says 27, which is not fair for only having pitched 1.2 innings, you know? But he's going to throw a couple out here, see how the shoulder feels, see how the elbow's feeling, and see if he can mitigate the absolute terror that the Berries are on this game. He comes in with runners on first and second, both that had been walked at the plate. So the Berries are getting the red light on bats. They fouled a few off. But Eric Aguirre's coming up, and he hit a huge double last inning to start off the 5th. And now he's coming in to see what else he can do. Bottom of the 6th, none out. Fresh arm to Eric Aguirre, as he's 1 for 3 tonight. And there's another ball to him. The last time the Berries played against Regina, Aguirre. Oh, the runners go both to third and second. The play is thrown to third. Brady Bye grabs that one. It's just a bit high. And that is not a problem for Nathan Houston to sneak his way in there. And the runners advance. So there you go. We were talking about the Berries being able to take advantage of getting free plays in this game. Both of those players walked. Now they're able to take off the force by a double stolen base moment. That gives the Berries even more momentum with Eric Aguirre at the bat. Bat in hand. He roped a double. Last appearance. And he looked like he was trying to do it again. That was actually a home run swing. You could literally see his head looking towards the fence. He's like, that should have been on top of Gordie Howe Complex. But he has 2 strikes and a ball and 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses that as well. Strikeout. Coming up now, Nash Nichols. Tell by the way he's 2-step around the room, judging by the smile that's written on his face. I'm waiting for one time for Jackson to do a little a cappella moment with me. He hasn't chimed in yet, quite literally, but we're gonna get there. He's just got. I'm just assuming that you're warming up your vocal cords.
Trying to keep them.
He's like, I'm here to save the ears of everybody involved. Nash Nichols sees a ball.
Don't want to hear my singing voice.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, how are we supposed to know if we haven't heard you yet?
Just take my word for it.
1-1. Nichols in the second hit a double to left field. Absolutely drilled one. And then he was out in his next 2 plate appearances. Here's the pitch, and he swings. That's chopped to third base. Brady Bye whips it out of reach of the catcher. He looked like he kind of slowed up on it even, but he yard sails it towards the fans. And that allows the Berries to cash Nathan Houston. Nathan Houston literally held up halfway to home because he's like, oh boy, I didn't think the throw would be coming here. But, I mean, in my opinion, as someone who has watched and played ball since I could even, the first thing I learned to do was throw a ball. In my opinion, just take the easy out at one. Maybe even delay your throw from third. Keep your runner there, throw to first, at least get that first out, and then maybe you can make the throw to home, but that's not necessarily what you're worried about. You're trying to get out of this inning. Right, Jackson?
Yes.
Yes, he says yes. So now runners on the corners. And it is 11-1 now for your Saskatoon Berries. And back at the top of the order, Brock Laird takes his walk to first as he gets hit by the pitch. I think that just skipped his elbow, but neither here nor there. He's off. And the bases are loaded for Ethan Murdoch. And if there's ever a better time, he's got 2 home runs so far this season. And he's been hitting incredible. He sees a ball. So far today in this game, he cranked one, like we said earlier, to left field that was caught. He had a ball to right field. He was able to come home. He singled in the 4th. He walked in the 5th and was able to come home. So he's come home 3 times already this game, and he's 3 for 4. And he hits one to left field once again. It's just not going to get far enough. It is caught by Rain Kreklowitz. But that doesn't stop him collecting a ribby. Josh Henson tags up and comes home. Nash Nichols also tags up, makes his way to third. But Brock Laird is at first, and Ethan Murdoch will head to the dugout with a RBI in his back pocket. And everybody's walking up. What are we? What? Who was out? Well, you can see Joe out there. He's also asking questions. If anything, I thought we were just up too many. I did not know that there was another out there. I think everybody in the broadcast booth missed something. But Nash Nichols potentially was out at third base. We're going to circle back on that. But either way, that is going to close out the second inning. You're watching Berries Baseball on Full Sports. Welcome back, Berries fans. Okay, I was a little confused there, but we're just gonna we said we're gonna circle back. We circle back. So
I think we all were.
oh yeah, everybody in the broadcast booth. We had a big conference call in here. We had to circle back, but so Nash Nichols didn't tag up on the fly ball, so he made his way to third base, and Regina tagged second base and just said you're out. So that's something we just missed with all the commotion, but that was your third recorded out, was Nash Nichols not tagging up, sending us into the top of the seventh. And here we are, 12-1. The runner still scored. And now, in the top of the seventh, we also have a pitching change. We brought in, the Saskatoon Berries brought in number 41, Brody Wrench, which I said was also an absolutely incredible game. Left-handed pitcher. Sorry, incredible name. Left-handed pitcher, 6'4". And that is going to have him as potentially the tallest player on this team. Yes, he is. He's 190 pounds, and he's from Battleford, Saskatchewan, so another one of those Saskatchewan boys who's looking at this rivalry as something that means maybe potentially a little bit more. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rhett Hodgins. Here's the pitch. Swung on and miss. And that sends Hodgins back to the dugout as he gets rung up. So that's a good start for Brody Wrench. His first batter that he sees is a strikeout. And now coming to the plate, Mason Tafoya, number 23. He's also struggled tonight. He flew out to left field. That one's fouled down the third baseline. And he walked in the fifth, but he was out as well on a double play. Swings on that one. Hit to third base. The throw across the diamond is complete by Josh Henson to record the second out. Top of the seventh is already going by pretty quick. With 2 outs so far for Brody Wrench. He's coming in with some excitement. Number 11. Top of the order, Justin Simard. Hits this one on a pop ball to right field. That is fair. He's going to have lots of time to make his way. Is he going to round second base? Yes, no. He's holding up at second to record a double for himself. An incredible hit. Perfectly placed down first baseline for Justin Simard to give Regina a little bit of hope in the top of the seventh. 2 out. Let's see if they can start a rally here. Coming to the plate, Jalen Myers. He's been consistently hitting up the middle. He's got 2 singles so far in this game. And he also hit a liner in the fifth for a double. So he's hitting incredible tonight. He's 3 for 3. So he's in a good spot right now for the Regina Red Sox. That one is trimming his toe hairs. Just in time for him to get out of the way. The last time these teams met, Myers had 4 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, and an RBI. He hits that one foul, but that's another one that's potentially heading down third baseline if he makes good contact with it. He's at 1-1. With a runner on second base and 2 out. Brody Wrench delivers a strike as Jalen Myers takes a good cut at it but doesn't get any contact this time around. And the Jam fam is standing up. Everybody's getting excited. A big chant here to see if we can get another strikeout to close it out in the top of the 7th on behalf of Brody Wrench. He delivers. And no, that one's going to be high to even the count. 2-2-2. The Derek Jeter score. Derek Jeter count. 2 outs. 2 balls. 2 strikes. 2 Jalen Myers. Fouls that one back to continue his stand at the plate. Myers has 14 at-bats coming into this game. 6 hits this season. His average is at .429. He's only struck out once before this game. And he is sitting at full count just to make it exciting. Because why not, Jackson?
It's always exciting.
It's always exciting. But once again, okay, listen. We have seen the craziest things happen at Cairns Field. This potentially could go awry. I would love to see the gap get a little closer. There you go. That was hit up center field, and it drops. And here comes the throw to home. It's in time. Justin Samar gets thrown out at home. An incredible throw. Wow, by Ethan Murdoch to close out the top of the 7th. Wowza. That just sucked the air out of the balloon that is the Regina Red Sox. Ethan Murdoch with an incredible play to home. And tag on behalf of the Saskatoon Berries. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Berries Baseball. We had a little excitement there. What an incredible bullseye dime piece throw to home from Ethan Murdoch to end the top of the 7th. Up to bat now we have Gavin Panks for your Saskatoon Berries. He swings on the first pitch and lobs it into right field. Absolutely perfect hit for him. The Berries bats are hot, and Gavin Panks is no exception. Wow. He is 4 for 5 tonight. And he is not struggling on the bats. Salinas is going to come up as well. Another guy who's just not struggling. He has a walk, a single, and a double, and he's struck out in the 5th. So he's feeling good. He's hitting well, and once again, following Gavin Panks hitting well as well. Gives him some momentum. He swings on the first pitch as well. That was popped up to center field. And the right fielder kind of Okay, he walks off. Okay. Center fielder Mason Tafoya comes in and able to make the catch. I think some of them lost it in the lights. We were talking about that earlier, Jackson. It gets really tough when that ball gets very, very high into the air to see once it gets into the lights. But so far, only 2 pitches this inning for the Berries. 1 hit and 1 flyout. Stinson sees a ball, and Panks doesn't jump to head to second. Now, so far, I think this is the most runs the Berries have scored against Regina in any single game. And it happens to be at home on a fantastic Friday night in front of Berries fans, which makes it even better. Nick Stinson is going to take his turn once again. He's got a walk tonight, a flyout, a single, and a strikeout. He checks on that one and doesn't like it, and for good reason. Runner on first, Gavin Panks really started this inning off hot. Took the first pitch and hit it out to right field to get himself on first base. There's the pitch. He hits that to second base. The play is made, and the turn in time for a double play to send the Berries back out to the field and give a little bit of hope for Regina Red Sox here. We are now heading into the top of the 8th. Coming up to bat will be Will Toger. You're watching Berries Baseball on Flow Sports. Welcome back to Berries Baseball. You are seeing your Berries up 12-1, and there's been another pitching change. The Berries bring in Brooks Jones. He's a left-handed pitcher, 6'3", from Lawrence, Kansas, I believe. Plays for the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, and he previously came in to pitch against Regina, where the Berries ended up losing 8-6, but he pitched 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 error, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts that outing. And now he has up Will Toger, first baseman tonight, who was able to catch that last ball in the double play in the top of the 8th. Swings, fouls that back. Kind of bopped off of everybody involved. Brooks Jones has pitched 7.1 innings this year for the Saskatoon Berries, and he's going to add a little extra more here. Holy, Will Toger hits that deep right center, but it is a no-go. Eric Aguirre is able to make his way back nearly to the warning track to get Will Toger out and save a little bit of time for the Berries. As Jackson just said, this game might not even make it to the ninth. Thoughts, Jackson?
It's been, dare I say, domination by the Berries from start to up until this point.
Dare I say. That's correct. I think there's not a lot of ways to say that, but that's definitely one of them. The Berries have utilized their pitching. Absolutely. There's been a lot of strikeouts this game, and the bats have also been hot, so they really got to jump on the first to grab a couple runs, and they've just been kind of picking off ever since. Grabbing a couple here and there, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. I can't even keep track anymore. They're just staying consistent on the bats and making sure their pitchers are on the same page. There's another swinging strike. We're sitting at 1-2, and the crowd starts getting a little clap chant going for Brooks Jones. Will Toger swings, and that is hit foul. Is he calling a foul? Okay, he's calling foul. It was foul. It kind of was rolling down the third baseline. It looked like it might have stayed on the line, but it kind of went out, came back, and either way, it was not fair. That's all we know. There's been some weird things happening tonight, too. Some weird juju, but foul for sure. So count still sits at 1-2 and 1 out for Brady Bye. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. So we're sitting at 2-2. Brady Bye is one of those batters that's hard to face, but the Berries have been able to shut him down tonight. He has not been on once today. There's another ball. Bring it to full count.
Is it muted? I said they're not getting audio.
3-2, 1 out. Here's the pitch, and that is a strikeout. He gets rung up by the ump and makes his way back to the dugout. So coming up to bat now for Regina is number 20, who had previously come in for Daniel Castellanos. And he sees a ball. Hits that one. It almost sounds like he broke his bat. And the throw is still made to one by Salinas to end this game. And the Berries collect another win at home. 12-1 as the final. Regina's only able to grab one run at Cairns Field, but the Berries stayed hot all throughout. The bats were hot. The players were making incredible plays all throughout the game to make sure that this was not another loss at home. And they were triumphant.
Oh, like we said earlier, it was a great start from the Berries defensively. A couple of big catches in the outfield, and then their first crack at offense. The Bats were hot from the get-go, and they did not slow down at all.
Absolutely, and the proof is in the pudding. The depth, not only within the lineup, but the pitching
Yes.
was so strong tonight. Regina could not get past the pitching staff or the lineup.
All right, back here at Next Gen Patch at Cairns Field, wrapping things up 12-1. The victory for the Saskatoon Berries. Like we said, Montana, pretty dominant performance from all fronts, pitching, offense, defense. Nobody had an off night. Up and down the lineup, everyone pitched in one way or another, and snapping a little mini 2-game losing streak, and now a little bit of a break, and they get to turn their focus to a Father's Day matinee against the Swift Current 57s.
Absolutely, and Regina had that chance to even up this matchup tonight, but Saskatoon takes the lead 4-2 against Regina, and we will see you back here at Sunday on June 21st for Father's Day. Thanks for listening. Montana Giddy Helash and Jackson Emery, we're out.